Hi everybody, I wanted to start off by just thanking everyone for this awesome course, Dr. Kissel. It really has been wonderful and I truly have learned a lot. So it was difficult to pick 5 artifacts to represent all of my aha moments because there were many more than 5. But the first one I decided to include was our first one-pager, and it had detailed our reading and writing goals. I think that this was an aha moment for me because I haven't had any other grad school course where I've started the semester with discussing goals that I have in mind for reading and writing professionally and personally. I think this was a really neat activity. It made us feel like a community because we did get to read others' goals and make comments on them, and Dr. Kissel also commented on our goals and was able to see where we wanted to go with the course. This is something that I do plan on doing with my students next year. I do, learning inventories, but really learning about their goals and what they have in mind for the year is really important. So this was definitely an aha moment for me, just because it's something that I can implement in my classroom for my writers. As I looked back at my goals, I noticed my personal reading goal was to actually sit down and read a few books for pleasure. Oops, haven't done that yet, but I set my goal to Christmas, so I still have a few more weeks, so I need to get to reading. The next artifact that I chose was also something we did earlier in the course. I think it was when we began to brainstorm topics for our multi-genre project, and I don't even really know what this was titled, so I kind of made it up, our impact timeline, because we were in a SABA class, and I remember Dr. Kissel had us write out this timeline and start to brainstorm places, people, experiences, and things on the top were positive and things on the bottom were negative. This was definitely an aha moment for me because I had always been a little iffy about Writer's Workshop and not assigning types of writing or topics for students to be engaged in. And right here, I now have over, it looks like 10, way over 10 topics to write about. So I can implement in this in my writer's workshop with my students and know that they will always have a place to go to pull topics for writing. It was also another aha moment because it allowed me to really sit and reflect. Long days at work, grad school work, it was nice to engage with others in this course and really engage with myself and reflect on me. So that's why I chose this for one of my aha moments. My next artifact were some notes that I took on some of the readings that we had at class 4. It was about conferencing. This was an aha moment for me because conferencing is something that I felt really weak in throughout last year in my first year of teaching. I feel like I would meet with students and I really wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to say. So this class, number 4, and all of the readings and the lessons really helped me become more confident in conferencing. And I have taken all of these ideas and notes and strategies and implemented them into my classroom. I specifically like the sticky note conference. It's really easy to jot down a few things for me to remember and for the students to remember in order for us to continue our next conference. And it is a hard copy that I have that proves I am meeting with students and conferencing with students. The next artifact I chose was some notes that I took on Author's Chair. Whenever I had done Author's Chair before, I would just have a student stand up and read their story and we'd all clap and go about our merry way. And I loved the idea of Don Graves and Jane Hanson's Author's Chair, where a student reads a piece aloud, but before they do, they tell their peers if they want comments, if they want questions, if they want connections. It's a really, really neat thing. And this was an aha moment for me because I immediately took it and implemented it in my classroom, and my students love it. And I've noticed that more students now want to share. And lastly, the last artifact I chose was our best/worst writing memory forum. And I didn't post my actual posting, I posted some of the comments that I got. It was just really neat throughout this course to get valuable feedback from our peers. And I encourage anybody who hasn't gone through and looked at what your peers have commented on some of your forum posts and projects. I really think you should do that, because looking through it, it's neat to see that sometimes you're not the only one. Sometimes people make connections to your posts or have questions or have even added resources to help you. So I included these comments just to show that the feedback and the feedback from Dr. Kissel, not just my peers, has been a tremendous help throughout this course. So overall, these were my 5 artifacts, my 5 aha moments. I really have learned so much in this course. I feel like I am confident in implementing Writer's Workshop, but I'm also confident in sharing Writer's Workshop with others. I feel like I'm armed with resources, examples, and I really got to be a writer as well. So that has helped me prepare to be a better writing teacher and implement the Writer's Workshop with fidelity.